They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. There he goes, left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Stafford on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fournette. 4th down now after a loss of 2. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run the option. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On first down, running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down and 10. Throwing now is Murray. him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Rams.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
For the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Marr is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't put it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And after all that, he'll get right back to where they would have been had he just let the ball go, as they'll start at the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to be yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it to about the 26 here. The Cardinals at 1-10 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw is Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, they'll run it here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play not much better than the first. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 147 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Rams.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And then that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he is going to have the Rams first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Going right back to Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now 2nd and 9.
To throw is Stafford. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
B.J. Ojolari
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Maher able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
A pitch back. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 25.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Bennett now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there. Just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's look along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cardinals might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that fourth-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here's Stafford. And And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Garrett Williams. He's on his way.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cardinals tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Cardinals, it's a second win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for L.A., their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week